All right.
I am dangerous, 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 dangerous.
Is this copyrighted? Wait. Is this the reason why I keep getting my lives removed? No. This isn't copyrighted, is it? I wonder if there's an easy way to look at that. I don't know how to check for copyright until I just upload a segment of the song. Hi, Tapper. Welcome in. And hello, Chibum. All right, cool deal. Self promos are sent, and we are ready to go. We are ready to go. We are ready to go. Let me move this down here. All right, we got the TTS going. Kinda. What the hell?
Squiddy says SDLJFSKLS.
Okay, that's working. Let me turn that up. One tick. There we go. All right, Monbazoo time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There it is. Man, I really don't play that many things on Steam anymore. I'd rather stream it if I play on Steam. All right, glorp glorg bobble time. Oh yeah, part 2 of this live got taken down because of copyright, so I am steering clear of the Sift Heads 2 theme from now on, even though it goes super hard. So, that sucks. Tuesday, 11:30. What is your favorite mobile game? That isn't on Steam? I would say Blue Archive, but I only like it for the meme. I don't know what else it would be. I don't really play mobile games. I don't know, actually. That's a tough one. What's the zoom button? Control? No? Q? There we go. Okay. What is this? Firewood? Just chilling? Alright, where's my truck? Oh, it's probably in the garage, right? Yeah, I don't even know what to do. I guess we can keep clearing. Yeah, 4. Okay. How am I supposed to get that? very carefully. I can come at it from an angle. I'm trying to get this on my thing. It's harder than it looks. Yeah, I guess this is how I do it. No, that's too far. I even put on the parking brake. My God, this game is so awful. Oh my God. Will it couple? It is inevitable. Oh. Which trees do we tear down next? We can do these. My chainsaw in there? Oh, it's on the thing. I forgot to put my chainsaw over here on the thingy over here. There it is. All right.
Chi_bum233 says my GPU turned itself off when I typed that and had to restart.
Get fucked. Really wish there was another way to chop these trees. This is the price I pay for not just selling the branches outright, though. Because you can sell logs, it's just not as lucrative. I guess the trash is running today because I hear them fucking with the dumpster. I need a lot of them to be here, close to... Right there. There we go. That's good. It's not a whole lot of logs. I could probably chop one more tree and send that, but... whatever. Let's pick up those other firewoods that are here. These bad boys. These must have just... I must have missed them when I chopped those other trees earlier. Well, I didn't grab the gas can. We can go back for it. Because I've got a good amount of time before I really need to,
Chi_bum233 says that's actually kinda like my property, a full-sized garage and a trailer home.
Oh, that's cool. Huh. This game is about you then. It's a quick $300 right there. Just selling some firewood. Yeah, I got the bro to make the full-size garage. This right here. I also didn't talk to brother today, did I? No, I woke up at like noon? Holy shit, this game is about me. Go talk to Bubby real quick.
Esti que j'aille s'occuper du bois de foyer.
Oh my god, I don't have a whole lot of time left. Alright, I've got nothing in my trunk bed. I'm gonna try out this thing I saw on Reddit. No way. No fucking way. That is nuts. What? Did you see that? You can go around that mountain.
Chi_bum233 says need.
I'm gonna go to the Maple Federation first, because I think they close first. Yeah, 17:30.
Chi_bum233 says also why is the speed limit 70 miles per hour on back roads?
That's kilometers.
Chi_bum233 says A.
Remember, we're in Canada. 16, yeah, okay.
Fédération de sirop d'érable ici, Eric. Avez-vous des questions sur nos produits?
What can I buy for $800? Not a whole lot. Extra barrel. I don't think I'll need that right now. Thank you, blood. No, actually, I'll buy it.
Très bonsoir.
I need to test to see if I can go over that mountain with something in the trunk. Oh, yeah, kilometers. It says it right there. On the speedometer. Also. Oh wait, no, it's correct here. It is on the driver's side. I swear to God, the normal brakes don't do anything. Gotta bust out the parking brake for literally any stop. What's up, dudes?
Content de te voir. Ah, dis-moi donc, qu'est-ce que fait tu mets pas d'ordinaire dans tes bazous, toi?
1730. Yeah, I remember. I remember. It's a hitch for the car. I don't really see a point in doing that right now unless I need to, Oh, I need maple syrup.
Oh, belle bébelle, ça.
Oh, I don't know Frank Eyes.
And for Zar3NE says North Minnesota Gaming.
Minnesota. Welcome in for any. In for ZAR3NE. In for ZAR3NE, that's right. When does this start? Oh my fucking god. Ugh! Ooh, 17.
And for Zar3NE says TDS reads my name like a fucking gift card code for Walmart.
Yerp. Can buy these poutines real quick. Thank you, blood. Alright, I'm ready like Freddy. Come on. 18.
And for Zar3NE says ready Freddy.
59. Come on, 17.
And for Zar3NE says Freddy.
Yeah! Let's serve some pizzas, bitches! We're on 4-wheel.
And for Zar3NE says you're onto the part where you deliver pizzas now.
Yeah, I mean, you could always do this, but, there's so many trees on your yard, you might as well. I think you get a bonus if you deliver them fast. That was okay-ish fast. Okay. A quick little 18 times $3.
And for Zar3NE says ah.
I don't need to buy anything from there. I'm saving my money. All right, I've got things in the trunk. I need to test this shortcut.
And for Zar3NE says at Squiddy, this is true.
Yep. I was testing the TTS for that.
Garfield Toes underscore says at N4Zar3NE sexiest Walmart gift code I've ever seen 3.
No way.
N4Zar3NE says what the fuck.
Hell yeah.
Garfield Toes underscore says jump scare. Garfield Toes underscore says I'm here now. And for Zar3NE says indeed. And for Zar3NE says I got my pity reset on Rainbow Case today and I'm mad. Garfield Toes underscore says corn emoji. Chi underscore bum 233 says Sapida Bazua Suzi Washima Goop J Bob.
Goop J Bob.
Garfield Toes underscore says pardon you. And for Zar3NE says at Chi underscore bum 233 TDS read that shit like a conlang.
Look at that. All that poutine still alive. Bam. Bam. Bam.
3NE says poopteen.
Guess where I'm putting this last one, guys.
Score says Klingon type shit.
In my tummy. Yep.
And for Zar3NE says Esperanto type beat.
We're on four-wheel, bitches. Oh no, I need to be careful.
33 says IMAC if these thing can rap. Garfield Toes underscore says wow 6 Star Trek reference. Garfield Toes. Why thank you Garfield Toes. And for Zar3NE says at Chi underscore bum 233 same.
Oh man, I had another full barrel over here. I could have sold that.
Garfield Toes underscore says Garfield Toast.
I have to pee.
And for Zar3NE says the beat kinda off this shit kinda ass but I may keep rapping cause the beat really ain't that bad on a road to the riches. Chi underscore bum 233 says fuck it. Put up my right hand I'm giving up cause I'm drowning on dry land my addiction doing sleight of hand like magicians 9 grand gone in 3 weeks on mine sand whole damn life not going to plan. No it's not what I plan think about heaven, I know that I'm banned float upstairs, 33 souls in my hand, goddamn Captain on ban. And for Zar3NE says I literally got the lyrics wrong, it's not S, it's trash. Garfield Toes underscore says too long.
You guys are crazy, man.
And for Zar3NE says pause. Garfield Toes underscore says.
Freaky. How do I curse?
Garfield Toes underscore says it can't read freaky text. Chi underscore bum 233 says father of lies. And for Zar3NE says clip beyond clipped. Chi underscore bum 233 says come in DUIs guys. And for Zar3NE says Squiddy it's over, I'm praying on your downfall.
Please do not. Alright, and we're retiring for the night. I don't think it's worth doing that right now.
Garfield Toes _ says I'm praying on your downfall, pal. And Forz R3NE says, oh my god guys, is this the new test place update?
God damn it, someone already made that joke.
33 says, I've got a friend in me. 30, I've got a Freudian in me, he's got a shiny head. Garfield Toes _ says, okay, non-copyright banger. And Forz R3NE says, Squiddy, get ready to be pinged in the hit server known as Waiting Game.
Oh no, please spare me. Hey! Alright. I have to piss so
And Forz
fucking
R3NE
bad.
says, Squiddy, what do you call this move tech?
Shut
Garfield Toes
up.
_ says Xi Jinping reference.
C-A-Y-E.
G_bum233 says, I got cellophane wrapped around the lining of my throat. If you ever hear me breathing, then that breathing is a joke. Please be nice to me and I will do exactly what I'm told. Simple. I get to be dumb. You get to exercise control, exercise control, exercise control. Garfield Toes _ says S&M. And Forz R3NE says exercise control. Chi_bum233 says blowing out the speakers in my Audi A4 like.
Oh
Yang.
my god,
Blowing out the
stop.
speakers in my Audi A4.
Chad, I'll be right back. I have to piss. I wanted to piss before stream, but I didn't get the chance to. My dad was in there.
Chi_bum233 says Oxary. Garfield Toes _ says you're peeving me off, kid. And Forz R3NE says potty break. Chi_bum233 says wait, I don't think this TDS has anti-spam 10. And Forz R3NE says WYM. Chi_bum233 says 1. Chi_bum233 says 11. Chi_bum233 says 111. Chi_bum233 says 11. Chi_bum233 says 1. Chi_bum233 says that. And Forz R3NE says oh no. And for Zar3NE says God save us all. Garfield Toes _ says did Jesus goon, chat. And for Zar3NE says only to me. Chi _ bum 233 says even the TDS was disappointed with that question. And for Zar3NE says penis I have to watch an ad now what the penis fart. And for Zar3NE says I'm penising my penis. Garfield Toes _ says I need to penis my penis.
I need to penis my penis.
And for Zar3NE says show.
Yo, what the fuck? These joggers get so loose when I don't.
Garfield Toes
Fly them.
_ says blushes. And for Zar3NE says cutely.
I've been doing a lot of drawing recently. Someone called my art good. Actually, 2 different people called my art good. I was like, cool.
And for Zar3NE says what are you drawing? Chi _ bum 233 says star BW. Garfield Toes _ says show us your
Okay.
drawing scordy.
Deafen, so I can join this channel and start the whiteboard, and I'll show ya. I'll show you what I've been drawing, man. I'll show you guys what I've been drawing, man. Here's the doodles page. Is that showing up right? Yeah, okay. So this was
Garfield Toes _ says squiddy British era.
this was the first drawing I did. This right here. Someone drew
And
that.
for Zar3NE says
Who
you
drew
my
that?
little pony. Chi _ bum 233 says the Faru in the middle goddamn.
Oh, Free Two Shades drew that. What's this?
Chi _
Evil
bum
Stro drew that.
233 says Faru.
Soup drew that. Who drew the cat? Socks drew that. I mean,
And for
Aiden
Zar3NE
drew
says
that.
salad fingers.
yeah, salad fingers. I drew this. It was pretty cool, actually. Oh,
And for Zar3NE says oh fuck they faded. And for Zar3NE says dude that's the best one.
this right here. Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, I didn't see the extra texture.
114 says
on the Catboy.
WTF am I witnessing?
I drew this thing. I drew this as well. This right here.
Garfield Toes _ says CATB oi.
And I drew this.
And for Zar3NE says Manjid.
I drew this
Chi
little.
_ bum 233 says Catboy Wood.
This guy right here. I did this. And then Sushi drew these.
And for Zar3NE says Squiddy draw those skateboard courses or whatever. Felixman
drew
114 says cancel Squiddy for drawing.
I drew this Ninja Turtle. Here was the reference that I drew. I did a quick little
And for Zar3NE says am I autistic if I doodle PF recoil patterns in class?
You might be a little autistic, yeah. We all are, though. Don't worry. What is this page full of? There isn't anything bad in here, is there? No, it's just Vinny. And a little
Garfield
Donald
Toes
Trump.
_ says autistic boys own
Let's-
my heart. And
Let's
for
keep that out of the...
Zar3NE says new metaconversion. And for
Here's a picture of
Zar3NE
me,
says is that Donald Biden?
shirtless. It's a picture of me shirtless. I drew Charles here. Look at how good my
And for
drawings are getting.
Zar3NE says Chi_bum233 says you are Liek, the only streamer I've seen to know about shift heads.
Oh yeah, Sift Heads is awesome. I didn't draw any more of Vinny though, because don't I have a Sift Heads wallpaper? I don't remember. I used to. I think.
FelixMin114 says Squiddy, when Scribbly stream.
Scribbly
And
stream.
Forzar3NE says new sounds. And
Here's
Forzar3NE says grew nouns. Garfield Toes_ says Vinny more like, my wife I think.
my wife. Okay. Here's some Roodle School drawings. Newgrounds face. I drew a Newgrounds tank. Not very good. It's not round enough right here. I had to resize a lot of this stuff to fit it to the tank treads in.
Chi_bum233 says what are gross pronouns. Garfield Toes_ says riddle school. Laughing face.
And here's some other stuff people drew. We did this at the top. I drew Jar Jar Binks here.
114 says at Chi_bum233 I'm /grut.
See? There's Jar Jar
And
Binks.
Forzar3NE says guys I have to wait another week to update my name, this is just racist.
And here's the Telegram Porter.
33 says I drew Killer Kuma.
Alright, that's enough of the TTS. That's annoying the hell out of me. Here's the Telegram Porter. Right here. Pretty cool. I drew this very sloppily, but it still looks good. Just put a little Telegram symbol on it. This was the final thing I drew. I drew this in like 30 seconds. Sean drew the fancy pants thing. Who added? I didn't add that. Sean added that picture of me. He has that on his desktop. I don't know what this thing is. But T-Bomb did a few drawings. T-Bomb actually drew this. It's another streamer, apparently, according to him. But yeah, doodles are super fun. T-Bomb is based for drawing that, perhaps. Actually,
Chi_bum233 says I am T-Bomb if people couldn't tell.
Okay, no, I couldn't tell. Alright. I will turn the TTS off if I'm trying to
and
talk.
Forzar3NE says I am Squiddy if people couldn't tell.
Oh, really? You're that cool streamer, right? You know you stupid, right? You really stupid.
FelixMin114 says if you turn off TTS, I'll cock block you. And Forzar3NE says yeah. Garfield Toes_ says I am and Forzar3NE if people couldn't tell.
I'm really hoping these
Chi_bum233 says
trees
and
are grown.
Forzar3NE yo, it's that super famous streamer.
Yes! Yes! We can rework the trees! Okay, these are still growing.
14 says damn. At
let's do
Forzar3NE
this.
spreading his fresiness. Garfield Toes_ says his what?
We can rework the trees, boys. I am so happy. Alright.
And Forzar3NE says leaked news Squiddy is Pokimane alter ego.
No! I mean, I don't know anything about that. That's probably not true. Make sure these reach properly. And then I think what we'll do is just have another post. Like, right. Do you think I can grow? I don't know. I'll just have another post, like, over here. And we can
Garfield
finally
Toes
connect to
underscore
these
says
trees.
maybe the real Squiddy is the friends we made along the way.
Okay. All right, now simmer down. You've got the mama jeans.
And for Zar3NE says the man behind Phantom Forces also streams himself sleeping or whatever. Felixman114 says Squiddy, fun fact, the Vietnam War is technically not over because no country signed an official peace treaty.
Oh, that actually is kind of cool. I did not know that. Chat, did you know that?
Felixman114 says fuck, I meant Korean War. Garfield Toes underscore says not cool for Vietnam.
Yeah, all they have to do is sign some dumb paper.
And for Zar3NE says fun fact, this one Nerf war I had years ago is not over because the rock paper scissors was a draw and we ran out of daylight. Felixman114 says how TF did I fuck up with Vietnam and Korea? Shanye West says Twitch chat, are we Canada gaming or what? Garfield
Hell yeah.
says racism I think. And for Zar3NE says at Shanye West, no, we are in North Dakota.
That's all this is, it's just North Dakota. I'm gonna use this post to like extend the wires, I think, because I want to get to those other ones. Make sure I'm using this tubing roll properly.
Garfield Toes underscore says Canadian erasure, I will not stand for. Shanye West says at N4ZAR3NE North Dakota doesn't exist.
Neither does Canada.
N4ZAR3NE says Greater North Dakota does.
Greater North Dakota. Well, what the hell?
Felixman114 says what a country actually exist? Garfield Toes underscore says Squiddy, am I not real to you? Shanye West says at N4ZAR3NE South Dakotas. Drought underscore live says I'm Canadian loudly crying face. And for Zar3NE says does South Dakota exist? Shanye West says at Drought underscore live I'm sorry for your loss. Drought underscore live says bruh.
What's up, Drought?
Garfield Toes underscore says Sean don't make me DM you threats. Garfield Toes underscore says I mean. Garfield Toes underscore says he.
Hehe. I really hope. I think these wires will reach.
Felixman114 says har har har, Fred the Fazbear.
Fred
Shanye
the
West says
Fazbear.
at Garfield Toes underscore I live at 308, Negro Aurora Lane, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87104 pull up. And for Zar3NE says he mastermind of the Jesus Juice.
It's Negra Arroyo Lane.
Says at Shanye West Aurora.
Wait, I have another post.
Drought underscore live says bruh momento. Garfield Toes underscore says is the sky actually orange in New Mexico, guys?
Yes. It was in Breaking Bad. Don't act
And
like you didn't see it.
R3NE says no, but they use an orange filter. Drought underscore live says yes. Shanye West says at N4ZAR3NE yes. Felixman114 says at Garfield Toes underscore no, it's the color of tacos.
Oh, it's Kasperi!
Shanye
Holy
West says
shit!
it's a
Hello.
different street. Kaseri underscore says H. Shanye West
It's
says
Capseri. Holy shit! What's up, dude? Guys, Capseri is a PF YouTuber.
N4ZAR3NE says guys I'm from a major city in Texas and I use horses to get around. And for Zar3NE says at Kasari _ I swear I've seen you somewhere.
Yeah, he's a PF YouTuber.
Garfield Toes _ says there is 2 wolves inside of me. Drought _ live says they use the most wanted 2005 PIS filter for New Mexico because they use a low-range rendering engine.
Is that a real fun
Beatmaster
fact?
80 says hello Canadian.
The Beatmaster.
FelixMin114 says at Garfield Toes _ so you got the dog in you. And for Zar3NE says at Drought _ live that is so true. Garfield Toes _ says 2 dogs. Shanye West says at Garfield Toes _ and both of them are domesticated.
Yeah,
Beatmaster 80
right.
says why are you Canadian now lol.
Because
Drought
this is
_ live
Canada.
says I hate being Canadian Sky Psi IQWHYS areas.
Gotta say, I agree. Doesn't it even looks like Canada? Look at all the Canada everywhere. I can't believe this.
Garfield Toes _ says at Drought _ live I support you in your mental illness, I am Canadian. And for Zar3NE says doesn't look gloomy enough.
Gloomy enough. Wow.
Shanye West says he's been annexed from America and had to move to Canada. FelixMin114 says this isn't close to Canada at all, where are the maple syrup trees?
These are
And
maple
for Zar3NE
trees.
says actually if it was any more gloomy it'd just be Britain. Yeetmaster 80 says in Canada, is Canadian now. Makes sense. Drought _ live says as a Canadian I can confirm this looks like Quebec, I've never been to Quebec. Garfield Toes _ says it actually does, Drought.
This game
And
takes
for
place in
Zar3NE
Quebec.
says Britain *WTFFFFF.
13?
Master 80 says nah bro where's the snow? FelixMin114 says I said maple syrup tree. And for Zar3NE says guys my summer car looks like Australia.
How dare you? Finnish
And
people
for
are people
Zar3NE
too.
says Squiddy your maple syrup bar.
I know, I know.
Garfield Toes _ says I love Australians.
I just hate that I have like a terrible... I wonder if I can make this work.
And for Zar3NE says Squiddy you don't understand my obsession with Finland. Yeetmaster 80 says Helvata. Garfield Toes _ says Austrians, not so much. Shanye West says and on the 5th day, God created me because I'm so awesome. And for Zar3NE says I will literally do anything to travel there. Drought _ live says as an Albertan, I'm legally obligated to hate Quebec because they get 14 billion in equalization payments and Alberta gets 0. Kasari _ says at and for Zar3NE why though? And for
Alberta.
Zar3NE says I will commit felonies to be able to visit. Garfield Toes _ says Alberta mention, puking vomiting emoji. And for Zar3NE says at Kasari _ I'm built weirdly. Chi _ bum 233 says I've killed 7 people since my last message.
Oh.
Yeetmaster 80 says at
Interesting.
Seonyi was cap.
Ooh.
Chi
Potatoes!
33 says in Ward Hunter. Shanye West says at Yeetmaster 80 peep Genesis. Shanye West says King James Original Holy Bible, it's there. And for Zar3NE says bro let TDS catch up. Kasari _ says at and for Zar3NE if you want my summer car then you should come. Shanye West says HE double hockey sticks. Kasari _ says that's all we have. Garfield Toes _ says I want to hear the TDS moan my name. Sorry.
Oh.
I mean. Sorry.
J'ai déjà sorti
Chi
deux
_
gros
bum
sacs noirs de
233
stock
says
de ta chambre.
potato
C'était toute la merde, inquiète-toi
potato
pas.
potato. And for Zar3NE says at Kasari _ I want the Johannes experience. Shanye West says at Kasari _ I love that game. Drought _ live says Alberta makes the most money and has the least money, I hate it here, I'm going to BC to participate in the tourist farms and get rich off of tourists who don't understand what Canadian money is worth.
I'm not taking the
Shanye
car
West
out.
says French isn't a language wake up sheep people.
Wake up,
And
sheeple.
for Zar3NE says TDS absolutely butchering Finnish words. Yeetmaster80 says Jesus made you because for making niche videos on YouTube about creepy pastas. Garfield Toes underscore says this is not complain about how much money your province gets timing. And for Zar3NE says at drought underscore live Ivy don't be Canadian. Shanye West says TBS can't finish the Finnish words. Yeetmaster80 says asterisk Siri underscore says at N4Zar3NE always does LOL. Shanye West says at Yeetmaster80 real. Drought underscore live says at Garfield Toes underscore you're right.
Tiny green car. What is he doing?
Drought underscore live says boys.
Oh!
Says well time to flood the TBS again.
Fuck
Drought
you!
underscore says poutine with shredded or cheese curds. And
Hey.
3NE says it would be cool to down 700 beers and fall off a boat into one of many lakes around me and then go into sauna for the next 3 to 5 business days. Garfield Toes underscore says guys, I need to frolic, I need to play with a ball of yarn, I need to be a silly little guy. Shanye West says what frog do y'all think tastes the best?
Definitely just like wild caught ones.
Garfield Toes underscore says poison dart frog.
Poison dart frog, that's so real.
And for Zar3NE says at Shanye West mountain chicken. Shanye West says at N4Zar3NE yes. G underscore bum 233 says I liak the small blue ones with the black spots. Shanye West says that was the correct answer. Drought underscore live says at Squiddy fight a cobra chicken when?
Fight a... What is a cobra chicken?
Laissez-vous séduire par notre vaste collection de tuyaux.
Shanye
Oh,
West
hey.
says Squiddy fight stream when? Garfield Toes underscore says goose. And for Zar3NE says cobra chicken? Dog. Yeetmaster80 says you guys really wanna eat poisonous frogs and fuck around and find out. Shanye West says y'all ever watch Cobra Kai?
I have never seen any of the Karate
Garfield Toes
Kid
underscore
movies.
says sadly, no. Shanye West says me neither.
I've never seen Cobra Kai, never seen Karate Kid. I know about
Master 80
Billy...
says at Seonyi was do fuck is that? Kasari underscore says wax on wax off. Yeetmaster 80 says the asterisk.
Billy
Rod
Zabka?
underscore live says real talk, if multiple goose are called geese, why aren't multiple moose called meese?
Meese.
Shanya
I'll call
West
him
says
that.
at Yeetmaster 80 Cobra Kai. And for Zar3NE says fight man. Shanye West says it's Cobra Kai. Yeetmaster 80 says I've seen Karate Kid. Shanye West says it's not the
No,
same.
they're not the same. Just topping up on gas for right now.
Hey,
talk to my
fais-tu
boys.
la brouille avec un peu aujourd'hui?
Yes, sir.
And for Zar3NE says at drought underscore live instead of saying honey buy me 4 orange juices say honey buy me 4 orange juice. Shanye
Orange
West
juice.
says which one has MR Miyagi. Shanye West says or however you spell his name.
Ah!
Garfield Toes underscore says I need 4 orange G's.
No! Where's my barrel? No! Oh, there it is.
And for Zar3NE says why are there newspapers glued to the windows?
Because you're not allowed in there. It's like an abandoned...
Shanye West says at N4 Zar3NE it's a whorehouse. And
It's a
for
whorehouse.
Zar3NE says barrel of mayonnaise.
It will be full of mayonnaise soon. That is
Garfield
not...
Toes underscore says at Seonyi was more like your mom's house.
Ooh, damn.
Shanye West says at Garfield Toes _ my mother is a lovely woman. Yeet
Oh,
Master
yeah, I
80
bet
says
she
this
is.
game really is like my summer care but in Canada. Garfield Toes _ says I know she is. I love her deeply. Shanye
Oh,
West
that's
says
nice.
and a good member of the Catholic Church. And for Zar3NE says at Shanye West top tier protection against earthquakes. This building is retrofitted with Playboy magazines. Yeet Master 80
Really?
says car asterisk. And for Zar3NE says I think now is a good time to say step bro squiddy. Garfield Toes _ says why is it called Playboy and not Playgirl? Shanye West says how do you feel about making fun of a nun you heathen bitch? And for Zar3NE says
Playgirl is a
step bro, I'm
thing.
stuck. Garfield Toes _ says plain and binary. G _ bum 233 says Playgirl is real and it has male models. And for Zar3NE says play gender fluid.
Look at that. Truck's so
And
powerful.
3NE says the barrel holy shit.
Truck's so powerful it
You
bent that
Master
tree
80
all out
says
of
play.
whack.
Garfield Toes _ says male models. Drool emoji. I mean haha what? Shanye West says it's called Playboy because women are playing with boys' feelings. And for Zar3NE says at Shanye West and what is playing 16 of 3 Delta Side R suppressor stubby grip blue laser armor piercing?
The Play Forces
Shanye
magazine.
West says at N4 Zar3NE brain rot.
Sorry guys, it's a bit nippy out today in Canada.
Garfield Toes _ says all girls know how to do is be bisexual, do they nails, eat hot chip and lie.
Eat hot chip and
And
lie.
for Zar3NE says at Shanye West Aga 2 reflex side T brake stubby grip blue laser 7.62 CONV. G _ bum 233 says it's only 300 points to make you use a gun in Phantom. Shanye West says at Garfield Toes _ middle school as
Yeah.
stereotype.
It's got a 15-minute cooldown.
And for Zar3NE says FR. Garfield Toes _ says it's a copy pasta. And for Zar3NE says not all girls are hot Cheeto girls. Garfield Toes _ says French Canadian slur. Shanye West says at Garfield Toes _ baguette. Garfield Toes _ says what is a hot Cheeto girl? And for Zar3NE says why does TDS say Cheeto like that?
Cheeto.
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 Cheeto. Cheeto. Garfield Toes _ says GTOU.
Cheeto. Cheeto. Jump up over the truck. Talk to my boy Francis. What's up, Francis? Hell yeah. Oh, oops. What did I do?
And for Zar3NE says that conversation Suni has. Shanye West says man it'd be a shame if the stream came to an abrupt end. Isari _ says France isn't real.
Please don't.
Garfield Toes _ says what's up guys, welcome back to the channel.
Make sure to hit like and
subscribe.
subscribe.
And
Smash
for
that like
Zar3NE
button.
says at Shanye West do not spend your squiddy coins.
You'll never get a pizza if you spend your... You'll never get it. You'll never get it. MF. Doom.
Beatmaster 80 says a hot Cheeto girl is like a stereotype in high schools. Garfield Toes underscore says Squiddy, will you eat pizza with me 3?
Yes, I will.
Chi
be
underscore
1
bum
trillion.
233 says she toe on my hoe until I perfect cherry blossom. Shanye West says Janie already inflated the price of pizzas by buying you Domino's.
It's true, you're right. Johnny spent like $400 on food for me. Man's a legend. I was kind of skeptical at first. I'm like, do I give him my address?
And he says I clipped the Francis conversation. It's over for you.
Oh no, that's awesome.
Garfield Toes underscore
shit.
says TDS cannot reach Janie.
It's Janie.
And for Zar3NE says I thinks Janie likes you like that. And for Zar3NE says he's getting romantical.
Well, I was like, do I give this guy my address? And then I realized he sent me like...
Garfield Toes underscore says he's a respectful man.
Yeah, he is. He's very nice. And I realized, like, he already sent me, like, a lot of money. So it doesn't really matter.
G underscore bum 233 says yo, can you have my address?
You want me to have your address? Guys, send pizzas to 308 Negra Arroyo Lane.
Garfield Toes underscore says who wants my address? Guys. Yusufer10 says best viewers of
No!
underscore bum 233 says 2351 Deerfield Valley Road 24,485 West Augusta, Virginia.
I'm gonna assume that's
Sean
not your
West says
actual
Garfield
address.
underscore drop it in chat and he'll give you $1. Beatmaster 80 says asterisk
Fair.
G underscore bum 233 says smiley face. Garfield Toes underscore says why did that sync up with the music?
Oh god. I'm not even gonna let myself die. The music is so loud.
Kasari underscore says AAO. And Forzar3NE says looking for a hot domineering soldier girlfriend. Look no further. Join Grenadiers of 1E Regiment d'Infanterie. Garfield Toes underscore says And Forzar3NE says this is the Phantom Forces Zombies mode we all wanted.
Hell yeah. New lobby music. I'm at the bomb's mercy right now.
Kasari underscore says what are y'all gonna do with my address? Come to Finland. And Forzar3NE says new lobby music. This banger will come on whenever I feel like gambling. Garfield Toes underscore says yes. And Forzar3NE says at Kasari underscore yes. Shanye West says at Kasari underscore sell it to Russian hackers.
You so real for that, Sean. Oh shit. Oh my fucking god. Alright, well it's time to cook.
Garfield Toes underscore says Sean more like, hey girl. Haha. Hey.
You need a shot of B12?
3NE says I keep trying to ask my father if I can go, but he is Texan, so if the weather is below 70 F he will say it's freezing cold. Kasari underscore
He is
says
so
"Go
real for that.
CYA." And Forzar3NE says bye bye. Chi underscore bum 233 says Jesse. Garfield Toes underscore says girl, you need a shot of B12, you know you do.
Bye, Capsari. Thanks for stopping in. 800 coin for the cooldown thing.
Shanye West says, Squiddy, when did you rename the media chat back to media?
Shortly after. It was renamed for like 5 minutes, maybe.
Yeetmaster 80 says,
Fair. Never thought of it like that.
Yeetmaster 80 says, yeah, I only speak true facts on the Squiddy WTF channel. And for Zar3NE says, I hope you poop for 60 minutes and 8 days straight, no breaks, no water,
No.
Phantom Forces, no Banana Art, no Squiddy, no M1911, no, and no.
No, and no. Dear God, you can't wish that upon someone. I mean, I guess you can, you just did. Need to make sure these are heated up.
Shanye West says at N4Zar3NE literal shit posting.
No, that's fine.
N4Zar3NE says, do you want me to P-post instead?
P-post. Oh yeah, we have plenty to burn through.
Garfield Toes _ says yes. Garfield Toes _ says please do. Garfield Toes _ says I mean. Haha. 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 Ha. And for Zar3NE says sentenced to Metro King of the Hill and you have to play
If
the
your
objective.
metronome just to, I'm gonna shoot you. I
Shanye
don't
West says
think...
that N4Zar3NE Dunes tag run is worse.
I don't think these enemies give you more
N4Zar3NE
coin or
says hexagonal
XP.
enemy chase man chasing you and pink square not very good, you are walking on the shit floor with shit dirt plus. N4Zar3NE
That's what they should have called the game.
West tag run really isn't that bad. Shanye West says it is.
I don't mind tag
N4Zar3NE
run.
says Containers Cop is probably the worst of them all.
What? I think Containers Koth is fun.
Garfield Toes _ says what are you guys even talking about? Shanye West says I forgot containers existed, that's how bad the map is.
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of Derek Koth.
N4Zar3NE says people just complain about tag run to complain, I swear.
I was thinking of Derek Koth. No, Containers is just awful.
N4Zar3NE says Containers Koth is just people spamming Semtex. Garfield Toes _ says scratches scalp.
Scratches scalp. What is going on?
Yeetmaster 80 says Semzex. N4Zar3NE says once the hill is captured, it's captured for good. N4Zar3NE says rant over, I need to stop. N4Zar3NE says at Garfield Toes _ I'm confusing it. Shanye West says the Illuminati, the Illuminati, the Illuminati.
No, get out me head. Get out me head. Look at how big those squares are now. Are they usually that large?
N4Zar3NE says Squiddy is locked in RN. Garfield Toes underscore says I'm just a little guy, I don't know anything, I've never had a thought in my life.
That's a thought. Oh shit. Okay, good.
And for Zar3NE says those squares ain't got shit on you. Shanye West says at Garfield Toes underscore you're a walking contradiction. And for Zar3NE says as I was typing that you died. And for Zar3NE says nice poutine and energy level. Shanye West says the squares did shit on him. Garfield Toes underscore says let me pretend to be
Oh,
cute,
we're done anyways.
please. Let me live my dream.
Ooh, 2 barrels. Two barrels full of syrup. That's what it's all about.
Shanye West says bathe in the syrup. And for Zar3NE says 120 liter barrel of mayonnaise. Shanye West says like a true Canadian. Garfield Toes underscore says sticky icky. And for Zar3NE says like a true Canadian, State Farm is there. And for Zar3NE says State from Jake Farm. Shanye
State
West
from
says
Jake
Squiddy, where
Farm.
do babies come from?
State Farm. From Jake.
And for Zar3NE says the factory.
I don't know what it, I don't know.
Garfield Toes underscore says storks.
Yeah, storks, yeah.
And for Zar3NE says drive the car today.
Nah, I have to deliver these barrels, so... Should have talked to brother on the way. God damn it. So focused on getting these barrels out.
And for Zar3NE says you should go racing.
Yeah,
Garfield
I
Toes
haven't gotten
underscore
anything.
Says freaking Freaky Francis. Shanye West says he's too busy being a bitch to be awesome.
I haven't gotten anything for racing. I'm about to turn these barrels in. I'll have 1,000. So what can we get with 1,000? Do you think we can get like a new intake or something?
Garfield Toes underscore says racing. Are
I'll have
you
to
a pro
race
racist?
tomorrow.
And for Zar3NE says kit out your 1996 sedan.
Hey Yann, fais-tu assez beau y'a que peu aujourd'hui?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Merci d'être venu.
I should have filled up my my thing too.
Garfield
Damn it.
Toes underscore says please do not speak Quebecois to me.
Quebecois. Damn, I really thought that would work.
And for Zar3NE says Quebecois.
What the fuck? What? Get paid on
Shawny
every
West says,
Sunday.
I got a Glock in my Rari.
Yeah.
Garfield Toes underscore says
Le
Québécois.
sirop d'érable, the
N4ZAR3NE says N4ZAR3NE. Shawny West says 17 shots, not
That's-
38.
No, 38.
Heatmaster80 says I got a clock in my Rari.
I got a clock in my Rari.
N4ZAR3NE says I got an NTW in my Ford Focus.
That stinks.
Heatmaster80 says 17 shots, number 38.
Number 38.
I'm like, damn,
Heatmaster80
she's
says I am
fine.
like, yeah, she's fine. Garfield
Wonder
Toes
when
underscore says I
she'll
got a
be
hockey
mine.
stick in my Yoda. N4ZAR3NE says he's laughing at my joke, now I get girlfriends.
Here we go, second try. Oh yeah.
Heatmaster80 says I walk and press rewind.
17 shots on 38.
N4ZAR3NE says dude stop taking this shortcut.
This shortcut
Shawny
rocks,
West
dude.
Says, man, I love Jimmy T. Too bad he died. N4ZAR3NE says it's not fun to have no risk of being hit head on by a car. Garfield Toes underscore
You
says
are right.
N4ZAR3NE enlighten us. What are these girlfriends' names?
Alright, well, we have nothing to do on Thursday. It's a little too late to cut firewood, so. I don't know. Getting fucking
N4ZAR3NE says
hungry.
at Garfield Toes underscore Jim, Bob, Michael, Jake, Nathan, Garfield Toes underscore, Harold, John. N4ZAR3NE says 1 asterisk. Garfield Toes underscore says Garfield Toes underscore you say thinking face. N4ZAR3NE says I forgot Desmond, he's a cool one but also kind of new.
Wait a second. Those are all guy names. I found the joke.
Garfield Toes underscore says W Riz guys, yes or no. N4ZAR3NE says that's my lineup of girlfriends.
That's my lineup of girlfriends.
Wait a second. There we go.
Garfield Toes underscore says why does TDS say girlfriends like that? He's
Girlfriends.
so goofy with it. N4ZAR3NE says you have a lineup of legendaries. I have girlfriends. Shawny West says NGL when people say Riz the first thing that comes to mind is Ritz crackers for some reason. Garfield Toes underscore says Giero friends. N4ZAR3NE says you have a customizable karambit. I have Garfield Toes underscore. N4ZAR3NE says at Shawny West I think of air conditioner units for some reason.
Ooh, coin luck, right? Attack radiation? Oh. What?
Shawny West says bomb upgrades. Garfield
What?
Toes underscore says it's working on me. I think my Riz radar is broken chat. N4ZAR3NE says coin luck.
Look at this radiation thing. You gotta get really, like, right up in their ass
says,
crack,
oh,
though.
never mind, this is badass.
You gotta be really close to him for that to work.
And for Zar3NE says Chernobyl in bullet hell.
Don't know how Youngblood hit me.
Garfield Toes _ says share but she's noble.
Thank you, Bombs. Oh my god.
Thank you, Bombs. You the goat.
Dude, these bombs kick ass.
Garfield Toes _ says these bombs are, dare I say, bomb. Shanye West says dude these bombs are so fucking funny they make me wanna merge without looking.
These
Garfield
bombs are
Toes
so
_
funny.
says guys that was funny, please laugh or at least give a small exhale of the nose. And for Zar3NE says Squiddy I need to rant.
I'm not gonna do that because I'm gonna spray snot everywhere and that's no good. Alright,
And for
what's up,
Zar3NE
N4?
says this dumb fucking ad I get on every YouTube video I watch I swear to God bro I'm gonna do
Oh,
something
no.
probably illegal I'm not sure yet.
What is it?
And for Zar3NE says it's about Artlist or whatever and it's promoting AI voices.
Oh.
Garfield Toes _ says you should drink and drive.
That's a funny prank.
FelixMan114 says at Garfield Toes _ I condone this. And for Zar3NE says but it's this guy in his 30s and he's like would you believe it if you could have an AI voice that sounds like a raspy old man or a teenage girl or a guy with a different accent a teenage what? And for Zar3NE says I'm genuinely gonna lose it because blocking the ad doesn't work. Garfield Toes _ says I wonder what people use that teenage one for. Sad face. And for
Oh, you're
Zar3NE
right.
says, and I'm 99% sure I'm getting this ad because I searched for an AI voice to make a shit post. Shanye West says at Garfield Toes _ to catch a predator. And for Zar3NE says at Garfield Toes _ yeah it's disgusting. And for Zar3NE says okay what Sean said is the only good use. FelixMan114 says you, Squiddy playing a game where the game is playing a game and the game in the game is shooting
Oh,
stuff
boy.
while being controlled by a game character while the game character is in the game controlling another game while Squiddy is playing the game controlling a game which is controlling a game. Shanye West says Squiddy fix your damn shrimp posture.
No, I'm locked in.
Shanye West says at FelixMan114
How dare you.
I've already done this bit. Garfield Toes _ says is it so hard to hire actual voice actors, taps my lit chinny chin chin. FelixMan114 says at Shanye West fuck. And for Zar3NE says I always lie down so whenever I'm at a desk my posture is genuinely worse than Squidus. Garfield Toes _ says you should lie in my arms.
Oh,
Toes _ says I don't know why I said that.
that is Riz right there. Guys, I gotta save up 800
114
coins.
Says at Kanye West, I'll steal your toes for doing that bit. And for Zar3NE says at Garfield toes _ is this a case of W Riz? W. 2 of the letter U. Holy smokes. And for Zar3NE says what are coins in this game used for?
Upgrades like,
Garfield toes _ says I think it is W Riz.
I can get like, harder modes that give me even more coins. The goal is to like upgrade your character.
Felixman114 says at N4 Zar3NE so Squiddy can fix his trailer toilet. And for Zar3NE says fix my toilet. And for Zar3NE says that made no fucking sense.
Do need to fix the trailer
Garfield
toilet.
says collect my pages as statement.
You must find my 8 pages. Lol.
And for Zar3NE says I hate those hexagonal enemies, they are literally trying to fake points.
kill me.
Felixman114 says the fuck you mean fix it? It's already fixed. It's called your bed.
Toilet.
Garfield toes _ says I shit in my bed. And for Zar3NE says at Felixman114 it's actually called my mouth. And for Zar3NE says okay please kill me. Garfield toes _ says stat in chat. Felixman114 says at N4 Zar3NE I was gonna make that joke earlier. And for Zar3NE says you snooze you lose. And for Zar3NE says at Garfield toes _ do not make me remember this. Garfield toes _ says L for Felix, W for Nazar.
Oh my god, it's constantly spawning coins where enemies are.
Felixman114 says okay. And for Zar3NE says thanks Schmatic. And for Zar3NE says train the enemies. G_bum233 says you ever sit into Grim Salvo? And for Zar3NE says if you know what that means. Garfield toes _ says I will Google it.
Grim Salvo? I don't think so. Oh, the coin. Alright. Hell yeah.
And for Zar3NE says lure the enemies away so you can book it and get a bunch of points. And for Zar3NE says purple floor time. And for Zar3NE says oh this music holy fuck.
Wait, should I always
And
be...
for Zar3NE says we are getting groovy with this one.
Oh no, this is slow. Okay, that's
Shawnee
fine.
West says oh hell no we in the purple place.
We're purple now, boys. Can I stand still yet?
Garfield toes _ says actually it's mulberry. Nerd. And for Zar3NE says this is actually green with a specialized filter put over it. Shangye West says at Garfield toes _ ha ha ha. And for Zar3NE says YOIS this an AFK simulator now. G_bum233 says the pinnacle of gameplay. U_Oyo says OTBS. U_Oyo says don't even. U_Oyo says also hot. Shanye West says the missile
Yo-yo.
knows where it is because it knows where it isn't.
Why do you guys keep bringing that up? It was funny the first time.
U_Oyo says, happy face. Shanye West says I've done it twice. And Forzar3NE says this is mesmerizing for some reason. Garfield Toes _ says aw, Yo did say happy face, that was so cute.
Well, that's getting boring. Can we sleep early?
G_bum233 says at N4ZAR3NE TikTok brained.
TikTok.
U_Oyo says at Garfield Toes _ I wanted to spam TBS let me find out hashtag. N4ZAR3NE says at G_bum233 I'm broken beyond repair. Shanye West says lobotomized gaming should be normalized. U_Oyo says hashtag works. N4ZAR3NE says wow you were so fucking productive today.
Oh, I died. Oops.
Garfield Toes _ says I wasn't entertained, no Family Guy clip below the gameplay. G_bum233 says idiot. N4ZAR3NE says
I'm gonna
that's
run
the
to
gamer
bed,
life. U_Oyo says bro died of dehydration while hydrating.
I'll be right back.
N4ZAR3NE says you need G Fuel.
Whoa, almost.
U_Oyo says that's insane. Shanye West says
There
you
we go.
died fucking dumbass. Shanye West says that's not how you live. U_Oyo says hashtag 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 hashtag. Garfield Toes _ says drank and then leaving to piss. N4ZAR3NE says at U_Oyo Roblox filter. U_Oyo says LMAO that's how it sounds carrot. N4ZAR3NE says oh shit. Shanye West says at N4ZAR3NE he said damn it had to be censored. N4ZAR3NE says he's gone we can go bonkers guys. Garfield Toes _ says how bonkers. G_bum233 says, at hashtag $% carrot and asterisk, _+ : / equals, /. U_Oyo says hashtag 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 hashtag. N4ZAR3NE says Sean let us go bonkers please JK fuck needing permission hashtag at $% carrot and carrot % dollar hashtag $% carrot and asterisk and carrot % dollar hashtag $% carrot. U_Oyo says this should be enough for like 1 minute. N4ZAR3NE says hashtag 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 hashtag. U_Oyo says hashtag beat. N4ZAR3NE says okay guys he's gonna be back in approximately 25 seconds. U_Oyo says carrot 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 carrot. N4ZAR3NE says at U_Oyo hashtag beat prod Roblox moderator. Garfield Toes underscore says I feel my brain slipping out of my ear. And for Zar3NE says this shit is fire. Chi underscore bum 233 says at hashtag carrot and underscore equals plus dash, 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 at hashtag carrot and underscore equals plus dash,
I'm
at
still not
hashtag
done with
carrot
the
and
death
underscore
penalty.
equals plus dash, at hashtag carrot and asterisk underscore equals plus dash. And for Zar3NE says hashtag. Shanye West says I'm muting the stream, fuck this. Garfield Toes underscore says Sean. Collect my pages.
Oh my god.
You underscore Oyo says at Shanye West LMAO. And for Zar3NE
Dear
says
God.
back to hashtags. You underscore Oyo says ALR stop. And for Zar3NE says we still have more to get through. Garfield Toes underscore says it's trying to catch up. And for Zar3
Just gonna reset the TTS.
You underscore Oyo says I think it's fine. Garfield Toes underscore says so what. And for Zar3NE says a little silly to say the least.
Little silly. What killed me?
You underscore
The
Oyo
death
says
penalty's
I
going.
told you people it was too much. And for Zar3NE says good Samaritan. You underscore Oyo says what the signal. And for
Oh, I'm
Zar3NE
shredding these
says,
hexagons now. It's so loud.
Catch up. Shanye
It's
West
so
says
loud.
I realized why it's raining so much. There's a tropical storm.
Why is this music louder than everything else in the game?
Garfield Toes underscore says I'm going to impregnate you with a rusty nail. Yo-yo.
Fair.
You underscore Oyo says Garfield Toes underscore holy fucking shit. And for Zar3NE says because it's groovy as hell. Shanye West says at you underscore Oyo I could hear the neurons firing off. Garfield Toes underscore says sorry, I let the thoughts win. You underscore Oyo says that's so not skibadai of you.
Skibidie.
Garfield Toes underscore says skibadai skibadoo.
Skibby.
And for Zar3NE says nothing.
Oh, someone's fucking mowing outside. Cool.
Garfield Toes underscore says, sad face. You underscore Oyo says I was just looking at PC parts that cost more than my kidney and then I just hear that. And for Zar3NE says oh my god that was a school bus, go chase it.
Go chase the school bus. Go hunt it down. Terrorize the kids that are inside.
Says, what are they mowing? All the
Grass.
It's
What
August.
else would they be mowing?
Garfield Toes underscore says school bus in early August.
Ah!
You underscore Oyo says the entire build costed $750.
Ah! Holy shit!
Shanye West says hi, my name is Chris Henson. Now why were you chasing that school bus for? And Forz R3NE says, why is there so much delay between TDS messages?
Because it has to read.
NE says it can't catch up. U_Oyo says it wasn't even that done. And Forz R3NE says bro was gonna queen.
What
And
killed
Forz
me?
R3NE says Dr. Coomer.
I got shot by a
Garfield Toes _ says sick reference. U_Oyo says because it keeps having to say and Forz R3NE says some random bullshit.
That is true. It's Nazarene's stupid ass.
And Forz R3NE says it's my fucking username. Garfield Toes _ says be nice.
No.
Garfield Toes _ says to my wife. And Forz R3NE says Twitch won't let me change it for another week. U_Oyo says holy fucking shit.
I forgot to call mom. Guess who forgot to call mom? I did. Talk to these dorks. Oh, also
And
that
Forz
guy.
R3NE says if I could just change it to N4 we would have flying cars and affordable housing. Garfield Toes _ says I'm so excited for dinner, chat.
Oh, dude, I'm hungry. I don't know what I'm eating.
On vient juste de finir le deuxième étage de mon garage. Ouais, tellement plus de place pour les activités.
Garfield Toes _ says I'm having pizza. Hip hip hooray. And Forz R3NE says so am I.
Pizza sounds
U_Oyo
good.
says that would be true. And Forz R3NE says penis. Garfield Toes _ says OMG. And Forz R3NE says but I don't want pizza, I want pasta.
Pizza pasta, pizza pasta, pizza pasta.
And Forz R3NE says U_Oyo says my balls itch. Garfield Toes _ says I would feed you pasta if you ask really nicely.
La Saga. Oh hey, wait, he's not supposed to be out till noon, I thought.
Garfield Toes _ says La Sagaga. U_Oyo says you did it wrong you dummy. And Forz R3NE says I eat pineapple pizza with toothpaste on it.
Yummy. That only makes it slightly more Pink bolts.
Garfield Toes _ says yummy. And Forz R3NE says at U_Oyo now don't make me turn into girl. U_Oyo says advertised pizza.
Mr. Girl. It said Girl. You play a Minecraft in a cave.
U_Oyo says I'm taking a shit. Garfield Toes _ says Girl is crazy. And Forz R3NE says don't let me review a certain movie and make a fire beat then spit bars regarding that movie on that epic beat I made.
Do you think the performance manifold will help me? We don't have the
And
Prinz
Forz
yet.
R3NE says remember that Mr. Girl conversation we had.
I don't know. Oh, wait, yeah, yes. Also, I'm gonna buy this manifold. The performance manifold.
Garfield Toes _ says I remember looking into your beautiful eyes. And Forz
Yeah.
R3NE says so sophisticated. Garfield Toes _ says sorry. And
I'm gonna
Forz
get this.
R3NE says what's the Prinz?
The Prinz is another car you can get later in the game. Hopefully that manifold will help us get some money, even if it's just for the first race.
And4zar3ne says at Garfield Toes underscore okay this is crazy.
Yay!
And4zar3ne says what does the prince look like?
I don't know. I've never seen
Garfield
it.
Toes underscore says I'm losing it sorry.
I've never seen the Prince.
Shanye West says at least Monbazu didn't reset your progress.
Exactly, guys. I was playing Weed Shop 3, basically for the entirety that my internet was out. And when I come back, my progress is
Hey, comment ça va
gone.
aujourd'hui? Hey, prends-toi donc une petite canisse de sirop pour la route, là.
Garfield Toes underscore says Weed Shop 3E.
Yes, it was so good.
Ben ouais.
We might switch to that after Monbazu. Actually, no.
Says I googled it and it's a hatchback.
The hatchback? Oh, wait a second. I don't think I know what that is off the top of my head. Not to be that guy, but what the fuck is a hatchback?
Garfield Toes underscore says too many hookers for Twitch to handle maybe.
There's a lot of, like... There's Twitch
Shanye West
integration.
says Twitch will send its goons to your house if you stream Weed
Yeah,
Shop 3.
exactly. I think I'm just gonna stick to doing it on
says you need
on
the prints,
Discord.
It actually looks really nice.
I don't know how to get it. We can look at it real fast after I talk to this guy.
underscore bum233 says apologies for being a dunce.
Fédération de sirop d'érable ici.
And
Eric.
4zar3ne
Avez-vous
says
des
dunce
questions
cap.
sur nos produits?
Yeah, we need to get a dunce cap for you so you can wear it all the time. Yeah, let's look at the prints real quick. Oh, look at that. Ooh, feisty little thing.
Chi underscore bum233 says star be not like this. Garfield Toes underscore says I need one of those cones that go around an animal's head when they get fixed so they don't rip the stitching off their balls.
Oh, those.
And 4zar3ne says what the fuck.
i4 engine, huh? 5-speed manual.
Shanye West says at Garfield Toes underscore lampshade. And 4zar3ne says Squiddy busts over hatchback found footage.
Antoine? Oh!
Shanye West says what the fuck. Chi underscore bum233 says is Deus Ex Mankind Divided any good? It's free on Prime RN.
Mankind Divided?
You underscore Oyo says I just took a big fat fucking steaming shit.
So this is the second one. Mankind, I mean, it's okay. It doesn't compare to the original Deus Ex at all, but it's a good shooter as far as I know. The story is pretty bad, and it also doesn't make any sense. And also the characters don't feel real. But if you don't care about that, and you just want to run and shoot people and have augments, then yeah, sure.
You underscore Oyo says you're not real.
I'm not real, huh? I've been a VTuber model this whole
says, How
time.
do you get that thing on the top of your browser? Chi underscore bum233 says in a game called Deus Ex.
This is just
story
the tabs.
Just sounds kinda one way. And 4zar3ne says I need the Squiddy browser. You underscore
this is
Oyo says
Firefox.
at N4zar3ne use Firefox.
Yeah.
You underscore Oyo says I think you can customize it iForger. And 4zar3ne says never mind fuck Firefox.
Okay. We're taking the car out today, boys. I'm gonna put this intake in and I'm gonna see how it handles.
Chi underscore bum233 says I'm a brave user myself.
Okay. Okay, buddy.
And 4zar3ne says I'm using Opera GX right now because you can have those custom keyboard sounds that put me under the impression that my keyboard sounds good. U underscore Oyo says at N4ZAR3NE what do you use? U underscore Oyo says die. U underscore Oyo says die in a fire.
They all do the same thing. It's just a different company that steals your data.
N4ZAR3NE says I really don't care if they're stealing my data and they're some Chinese corporation. N4ZAR3NE says if anything, that puts me on 11 Jinping's good side. U underscore Oyo says you
11 Jinping.
G underscore bum233 says at N4ZAR3NE a good
They
keyboard
know
is
what you
like
smack
Asian
off
chakras
to
get a
now.
hatred.
The
Garfield
Chinese
Toes
know what you
underscore
smack
says,
off
is
to.
Opera GX actually good? This a genuine question. U underscore
It's okay.
Oyo says at Garfield Toes underscore no. N4ZAR3NE
Ooh.
says at Chi underscore bum233 I'm using a Maabuk Schlag. Chi underscore bum233 says EU. U underscore Oyo says ALR. U underscore Oyo says hey race how to save CPU and RAM usage. U underscore Oyo says close the fucking browser. Shanye West says NGL we should have had Ho Chi Minh on the Joe Rogan podcast. U underscore Oyo says
26.
you dumbass. U underscore Oyo says stupid. U underscore Oyo says lazy. U underscore Oyo says pieces of shit.
Look at all that
N4ZAR3NE
canvas.
says 11 Jinping LMAO. Garfield Toes
5
underscore
seeds.
says my best friend uses it, but they also like SCP Secret Lab,
Ah!
so I don't believe them on anything. N4ZAR3NE says use Opera GX because it gets you girls. N4ZAR3NE says use Opera GX I will confess my love to you. N4ZAR3NE says that was a typo. U underscore Oyo says at N4ZAR3NE the illusion of girls. Garfield Toes underscore says okay done and did it. U underscore Oyo says until you wake up. Shanye West says I use Opera GX so I can browse Instagram and watch Squid Eat at the same time.
That would be a cool like ad for Opera
U
GX.
underscore Oyo says and you stand up and cover your windows.
I'm gonna leave this in the truck. Yeah.
N4ZAR3NE says yeah you have this cool sidebar that lets you multitask or whatever.
Okay. Not much I could do in
U
the way
underscore
of
Oyo says at
fixing this
N4ZAR3NE
rust.
use Vivaldi LMAO. N4ZAR3NE says you CNA use Discord and X videos while on the same tab. It's revolutionary. Garfield Toes underscore says I can only function when I multitask. U underscore Oyo says ALR. U underscore Oyo says so. Shanye West says at U underscore Oyo damn you're just a little hater aren't you? U underscore Oyo says you go down to your taskbar. N4ZAR3NE says carrot carrot carrot. U underscore Oyo says and click Discord 0. U underscore Oyo says at Shanye West
Ugh.
I am.
Look at that. Hell no.
Shanye West says just a little hater hating about little hater things aren't you yeah little hater. U underscore Oyo says I hate Opera GX as much as I hate BFG. Garfield Toes underscore says my insides kinda look like that. U
Ew.
underscore Oyo says at Shanye West yes. Shanye West says hey race a controversial tweet you little hater. N4ZAR3NE says U underscore Oyo says I love Opera GX this browser is amazing it's cool. N4ZAR3NE says I'd rather use Opera GX than Google Chrome or Safari. N4ZAR3NE says I don't feel like switching anytime soon. Garfield Toes underscore says Safari just pisses me off. N4ZAR3NE says exactly it's a shit browser. N4ZAR3NE says and I'm an Apple stan.
Oh.
Chi underscore bum233 says exhausts have 2 bolts at the end of the manifold.
Oh yeah, you're right. I see it.
Garfield Toes underscore says I'm too poor for Apple. U underscore Oyo says at N4ZAR3NE I hope you get cleansed. U underscore Oyo says crucified. U underscore Oyo says you should be smited by God for your sins. And
good.
R3NE says Safari doesn't feel that great to use. It feels like tapping on a gold trophy and it feels and sounds like plastic.
Hey, look at that. 22.
U_Oyo says Firefox isn't even that good of a browser LMAO. And R3NE says I use Pear guys. U_Oyo says okay. U_Oyo says what's wrong with Firefox?
No.
Shanye West says at U_Oyo bro WTF do you like? Garfield Toes_ says bro hates surfing the web. U_Oyo says at Shanye West I have dementia. U_Oyo says I forgot that I like Firefox.
Ew.
And R3NE says what bras wares do you like brother? Chi_bum233 says ain't no way each one of those bolts is a kilogram.
Or
U_Oyo says okay but shut up for like 12
fix,
seconds.
right?
U_Oyo says why? U_Oyo says is Firefox bad? U_Oyo says MR at N4R3NE. U_Oyo says Shanye West says the logo is shit. U_Oyo says little Chinese boy. And R3NE says I haven't even used Firefox yet so I don't have a say on that. U_Oyo says little Chinese shit boy.
Chinese
Garfield
shit boy.
says I've only used Chrome really, I'm just used to it, but if Opera is as good as you say, Nazarene, and I trust your judgment, I will test it out. U_Oyo says at N4R3NE then why did you say fuck Firefox? N4R3NE says try Opera GX I like it TBH. N4R3NE says at U_Oyo I mean almost nothing I say dog. U_Oyo says do you have worse dementia than me? N4R3NE says I'm 700 so maybe.
700 years old? Hell yeah.
U_Oyo says at N4R3NE
Ooh.
ALRMR at N4R3NE boy.
Oh, yeah, this thing really takes off now.
U_Oyo says so you do care about your data. N4R3NE says Firefox ruined their logo. U_Oyo says so you do like Safari. Garfield Toes_ says at N4R3NE Gilf. U_Oyo says
I think the Firefox logo is okay. Like, it doesn't bother me that they changed it. I've just always used Firefox. Like, since I was like 7 years old.
Shanye West says it bothers me. U_Oyo says you know. U_Oyo says I used Opera GX before. Shanye West says the actual Fox was so fudging cool.
Yeah, that is true. I think you can change the icon.
N4R3NE says the old Firefox logo was cooler emo. Garfield Toes_ says Squiddy, you're so real for that. Going with what you know. U_Oyo says and I got kinda sad that I can't go to Twitch from the sidebar or to Discord. U_Oyo says but when I switched to Firefox. Shanye West says hold on my brother just got home. U_Oyo says I didn't miss that actually.
I mean, you could just
says I use
Control
Brave
T
I'd rather give my personal data to
and
an
type
American
Twitch.
company than consent.
It's
Operants.
not that hard.
N4R3NE says I barely even use the sidebar on Opera
Discord.
GX I won't even lie. U_Oyo says it does nothing it means nothing it's useless it's worse than society itself. U_Oyo says at Chi_bum233 Brave is good.
Oh, there's already... Oh, wait, no, I need it in here.
U_Oyo says NGL Brave is good. N4R3NE
Going.
says desktop
Alright.
Discord will always be better than its browser counterpart. Garfield Toes_ says I would rather give my money to the Chinese government than the American government. U_Oyo says I mean.
Damn, this thing's got some bite now after that intake. Do you think I can win that
Scorpio
race?
Says doesn't Brave do some like crypto shit? You_Oyo says, or can you just remove that? And Forzar3NE says at the end of the day it's a fucking browser.
Yeah, exactly.
You_Oyo says not like a crypto miner. Garfield Toes_ says why did I type money when I meant data? You_Oyo says I mean. G_Bum233 says at N4ZAR3NE untrue because I can send a batch file into your DMS and it will blue screen your computer like nothing.
That is not true.
N4ZAR3NE says at G_Bum233 I'm too cool for blue screens. You_Oyo says I think a lot of people don't think how much data means to you.
Oh, it does not take uphill very well though.
You_Oyo says if you have anything attached to you, which you do. Garfield Toes_ says nothing means anything to me. I'm #emo. You_Oyo says you are worth a lot on the internet. Garfield Toes_ says you think I'm worth something yo-yo? Wow, that really warmed my heart.
What's up, car guy?
You_Oyo says at Garfield Toes_ yeah. You_Oyo says and then your info gets stolen.
What's going on, car guy?
You_Oyo says then you're arrested. You_Oyo says then your life is worse than ever.
Maybe don't do a bunch of illegal
says
shit
then. Your
then.
house gets burned down.
Oh, okay, it's satire. I couldn't tell.
You_Oyo says then your entire family hierarchy dies.
Two.
Garfield Toes_
Three.
says it's okay. I don't know them anyways.
4. Where are these bolts hiding?
He says what are they gonna do? Delete my BitChute account? And Forzar3NE says I barely use that website. You_Oyo says
Oh my
and
god,
I don't know.
I haven't thought of BitChute in so long. God damn.
You_Oyo says use your Gmail to send phishing links to people. And Forzar3NE says I don't think you can handle the Neutron style man. Opera GX.
Yeah, exactly.
Garfield Toes_ says oh no, my gooning Twitter is found. I'm so scared. You_Oyo says then the hack will spread. And Forzar3NE says that You_Oyo well will pretend they won't. And Forzar3NE says ignorance is bliss, right? You_Oyo says that your entire account is unusable. You_Oyo says then anything you have is sold.
Well, I sell people's vital organs. What do you think of that?
You_Oyo says and you can't live anymore because all your personal info is on the internet.
Oh my fucking god.
You_Oyo says
If I was in
doesn't
hard
matter.
mode, I'd be fucking
And
fucked right
Forzar3NE
now.
says then tell me what bras were to use LMFAO. Garfield Toes_ says I sell foot pictures. Is that close enough to organ harvesting? You_Oyo says oh I use this browser. You_Oyo says oh I don't do much, I just do this.
use Microsoft Edge. Not really.
Oyo says at N4ZAR3NE literally anything but Opera GX. U underscore Oyo says or Crow. Garfield Toes underscore says Yo-Yo, are you okay? U underscore Oyo says or Edge. Garfield Toes underscore says Edge is so S. And for ZAR3NE says at U underscore Oyo I'm going to open up Safari. U underscore Oyo says well just anything. And for ZAR3NE says Edge is booty cheeks bro. U
How is
underscore
Safari
Oyo says
still a
at
thing?
For ZAR3NE I will keel haul you. And for ZAR3NE says I'm gonna pretend that Opera GX stealing my data is fake. And for ZAR3NE says that information is a scam. Garfield Toes underscore says nerds will write over anything, I swear. Damn.
It's true. It is true.
U underscore Oyo says at Garfield Toes underscore that's just the start LMAO.
And over why the red Power Ranger is the best.
Garfield Toes underscore says enlighten me, yo-yo boy. U underscore Oyo says I hope you do realize privacy on the internet is harder than your marriage. And for ZAR3NE says every time I try to open CSS files to Facebook custom Discord themes it opens up Safari so then I become sad. U underscore Oyo says so. U underscore Oyo says you have to change your mail. And for ZAR3NE says at U underscore Oyo what marriage? U underscore Oyo says cut any contacts basically. U underscore Oyo says cut many of your applications. Garfield Toes underscore says at N for ZAR3NE our marriage. And for ZAR3NE says alright. U underscore Oyo says no what anything does on your computer. U underscore Oyo says even change the OS over to Linux. U underscore Oyo says reject any cookies. U underscore Oyo says tele-METR. U underscore Oyo says data selling. U underscore Oyo says and you have to do that. And for ZAR3NE says bro I'm not this fucking paranoid. U underscore Oyo says all the time. And for ZAR3NE says chill. Garfield Toes underscore says I don't think anyone actually cares, to be honest, yo-yo. U underscore Oyo says when you do anything. And for ZAR3NE says sob emoji. U underscore Oyo says at Garfield Toes underscore yeah LMAO. U underscore Oyo says I mean you did say to enlighten you. U underscore Oyo says I did. Garfield Toes underscore says I'm going to explode you with my mind.
Blows you up with my mind.
Oyo says you got what you wanted, why do you hate it now?
Boom, boom.
And for ZAR3NE says squiddy USTAFK on bullet hell. Garfield Toes underscore says my balls itch. And for ZAR3NE says also when you control the game it also controls your steering wheel.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Garfield Toes underscore says it's kinda groovy.
I just know this music is fucking copyrighted and this part is gonna get taken down.
U underscore Oyo says at Garfield Toes underscore I'm going to pour water on your forehead while you're tied to a cold nail cable to deceive you into changing your browser to Firefox. Garfield Toes underscore says jokes on you, that makes me hard. R3NE says MF putting that racing wheel to work fully. Kanye West says literally texting while driving. U underscore Oyo says at Garfield Toes underscore ALR. U underscore Oyo says keel hauling it is then. And Forzar3NE says at Shanye West he is going 0.000001 miles an hour. And Forzar3NE says wait, this is Canada kilometers an hour.
Oh, you said miles, dude.
Shanye West says are you nerds still arguing about browsers?
No, I think they stopped.
And Forzar3NE says sadly. And Forzar3NE says I think. You_Oyo says at Shanye West more about privacy but yeah. And Forzar3NE says I really not sure. Garfield Pose_ says I thought we were done. You_Oyo says did you know I binged some shit about browsers and privacy? You_Oyo says a bit. Garfield Pose_ says I just want to jork it, guys.
Exactly. I'm on the same page.
And Forzar3NE says the only privacy I know about is having to jack off in the bathroom and only there so you don't get spotted. And
You
Forzar3NE
don't get
says sorry
spotted.
man.
What?
You_Oyo says I'm going to fucking lobotomize all of you. You_Oyo says it won't do anything. Garfield Pose_ says I like to live on the edge. Shanye West says at Garfield Pose_ Microsoft Edge. Garfield Pose_ says I'm this lobotomize me. And Forzar3NE says Squiddy head T sleeping game. You_Oyo says half of your frontal lobes are rotted to the point where I can touch your skull and it has the texture of jello.
Wow, rude. True, actually.
Garfield Pose_ says please demean me more. Yes,
Oh.
And Forzar3NE says at You_Oyo what frontal
Is
lobe?
it race time yet? How do we race?
You_Oyo says at Garfield Pose_ I'm going to give you the Jesus treatment if you won't shut up.
Oh, wait.
And Forzar3NE says Squiddy your brain is rotted more after banana art.
It's
And
true.
Forzar3NE says I can tell it fucked you up. Garfield Pose_ says crucify me harder. And Forzar3NE says racist mode is activated.
Oh, they pulled up.
You_Oyo says at N Forzar3NE I want you to be more racist than horny emo.
Oh, fuck it. Let's do it.
And Forzar3NE says Squiddy fun fact it is currently 161,913 as of writing this. Garfield Pose_ says has Nazar been horny. And Forzar3NE says at Garfield Pose_ he's pulling this information out of his ass. And Forzar3NE says that Miata is nice.
Come on! God! Fuck you!
Forzar3NE says if you want me to be racist just know I have training.
Yeah! Ah! In your
And
fucking
Forzar3NE
face,
says I
boy!
am like Gypsy Crusader but the second version.
Woo! Alright, I gotta sleep in my car now, guys. I'm tired.
U underscore Oyo says ALR but. And for Zar3NE says go. And for Zar3NE says year. Garfield Toes underscore says eeping. U underscore Oyo says do I look like a fucking care. And for Zar3NE says eat my fucking dust.
Fucking showed him. We could show up every night to race now. I think we should.
And for Zar3NE says that's awesome. Shanye West says why are you so anxious? Garfield Toes underscore says no need to get upset.
My guy's stupid.
And for Zar3NE says carrot please chill out bro. U underscore Oyo says at Garfield Toes underscore bitch it's past Pride Month it's Wrath Month now.
Above diving. Can I go up? No, I can't go up this with the car. What am I doing?
U underscore Oyo says Wrath. And for Zar3NE says no nut November is scarier.
It's true. That's on its way too.
The Sky says what to come.
What to come.
Garfield Toes underscore says the worst month of them all. Shanye West
November.
says the ejaculation.
Yeah, we took this piece of shit car and we raced with it. We won a race.
Zar3NE says stop taking the shortcut and use roads like a real man.
No.
U underscore Oyo says no nut November how about you do that for the entire year. The Sky says real. And for Zar3NE says at U underscore Oyo no. Garfield Toes underscore says I could never not ejaculate. U underscore Oyo says at N for Zar3NE week. And for Zar3NE says sorry not sorry. U underscore Oyo says week. Garfield Toes underscore says I'm ejaculating as we speak. And for Zar3NE says proof. U underscore Oyo says why are you in the water? The Sky says Squiddy you're shit at driving. And for Zar3NE says nice driving.
There wasn't anything in there, was there?
Garfield Toes underscore says he yearns for the water.
I'm glad it wasn't the truck, or else I'd try and...
U underscore Oyo says can't believe at the Sky got Twitch. The Sky says I've had Twitch. The Sky says I just usually use YT. U underscore Oyo says no. And for Zar3NE says oh man it's fucking over for you. U underscore Oyo says you haven't. U underscore Oyo says it's fake. U underscore Oyo says not real. U underscore Oyo says illusion. And for Zar3NE says your project car. The Sky says sad face. Garfield Toes underscore says it's Joey over guys.
Yeah, so if you hit the ground too hard, the game just kind of keeps you rolling.
U underscore Oyo
because
says
the
stop
physics in
saying
this game
slurs.
sucks. It's actually terrible. So I've got to go into town and...
And for Zar3NE says that's a slur and it's bad.
I gotta go into town and
Zar3NE says no the car.
I gotta go into town and pay someone!
Garfield Toes underscore says yush. U underscore Oyo says LMAO.
I can't talk over the fucking TTS.
U underscore Oyo says clip. U underscore Oyo says clip it.
I can't talk over the
Underscore Oyo
TTS because
says
it's
clip that.
constantly talking
And
over
Force
me.
R3NE says we worked so hard for it, at least salvage the parts you bought for it.
No, I just have to
Kanye West
pay a
says you do
service
it.
and they'll get it for me.
U underscore Oyo says we need that clipped. U underscore Oyo says clip it and ship it. And for Zar3NE says Gazoinks. Kanye West says I don't feel like it. Felix Guy says suck.
How much did we win? Like 100? No, we won 50 from that race, so...
And for Zar3NE says I can't hear you for shit, people are trying to vacuum in the house. Garfield Toes underscore says I'm sorry, Squiddy, I will rip out my fingers if it makes you feel better.
It does make me feel better, thank you.
Felix Guy says WXHH WXH WXH WXHX WHX WHX WWX WXHX WH.
Rip your eyes out. Rip off your eyes, your nose, both
Felix
your
Guy
ears.
says fuck you TDS.
Rip off your nose, your ears, your penis. Just rip it all off.
Garfield Toes underscore says I'm going to take off every part of my body. Felix Guy says cock.
Cock.
And for Zar3NE says I will surgically remove my fingernails and toenails if it makes you feel better. Garfield Toes underscore says cock included. Kanye West says I'm gonna disassemble myself like a Lego piece. And for Zar3NE says I will rip out all my eyelashes. Theakrix Guy says Ayo woes yao chizers.
Infected. Shh. Wait, this is just Weed
Theakrix Guy
Shop.
says Weed Gaming.
It's Weed Shop. No way. All right, I have to piss again. You got the baby bladder. God. Oh, I think I'm grumpy because I'm like,
Garfield Toes underscore says Weed Shop isn't actually
it's
Californian.
Canadian.
It's Canadian. U underscore Oyo says https://clips.twitch.tv/artsypricklyquailpupper-8qmsi underscore cl027egtbc. Kanye West says at U underscore Oyo very cool. U underscore Oyo says it's done. And for Zar3NE says is the stream delayed for me man. And for Zar3NE says what the fuck is Thuis. And for Zar3NE says I don't want spoilers for the stream. Theakrix Guy says artsy prickly quail pupper. Garfield Toes underscore says insane. U underscore Oyo says at Theakrix Guy real Twitch link. And for Zar3NE says yo are you an avid artsy prickly quail pupperer? Theakrix Guy says no. Kanye West says U underscore Oyo. Theakrix Guy says cookie. Garfield Toes underscore says I love quails, they're so cute. And for Zar3NE says at Kanye West seen ye weest. U underscore Oyo says at Garfield Toes underscore fuck. U underscore Oyo says I wanna kill myself. U underscore Oyo says I'm bout to die. Theakrix Guy says rip. Kanye West says at N for Zar3NE that's just wrong. Garfield Toes underscore says God forbid a guy like a thing. U underscore Oyo says GG. U underscore Oyo says good run. U underscore Oyo says but I'm going. And for Zar3NE says Rizarine sunglasses emoji sunglasses with sun and glasses. Theakrix Guy says SHHHHHHHSSHSHSHSHSS. U_Oyo says at Garfield Toes _sorry but like. Garfield Toes says Nazariz, like Nazareth. U_Oyo says hashtag 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 hashtag. Garfield Toes says but like what? And for Zar3Ne says at U_Oyo God save us all not this again. Shanye West says at U_Oyo don't make me do my job. U_Oyo says at N4 Zar3Ne the hashtag needs to save us. And for Zar3Ne says make him do his job. Garfield Toes says I'm going to shoot myself with the gun I don't have. And for Zar3Ne says I want you to get promoted. And for Zar3Ne says if I shoot myself it better be with a Taurus judge. And for Zar3Ne says with flechette ammo. And for Zar3Ne says Taurus barrel and stock. U_Oyo says he doesn't know. U_Oyo says chat it's fine he doesn't know. Shanye West says at N4 Zar3Ne I use that gun in Payday 2 with AP slugs. Garfield Toes says chat it's not fine. And for Zar3Ne says actually fuck flechette you lose the 2 pellet kill up close. U_Oyo says at Shanye West it's dragon's breath. U_Oyo says sorry. And for Zar3Ne says wall bangs really don't matter. Shanye West says at U_Oyo that muzzle goes hard. U_Oyo says that was my try hard coming out. Theakrix Guy says at N4 Zar3Ne cock. Theakrix Guy says you deserve to be shot with it for that opinion. U_Oyo says for Payday 2. Garfield Toes says wow I love when you talk guns.
I feel like
And
absolute
for Zar3Ne
shit
says
right
I
now
wanna preview judge slugs because I don't have exec.
because I don't.
And for Zar3Ne says I pre-bought the judge LMFAO. U_Oyo says at Garfield.
I don't think I had my coffee today, so I feel terrible. I think that's why. I did also sleep. I slept in, but I slept early. I'm not used to being awake in the morning. I think that's why. So I'm like, I just don't want to like fucking do anything right now. I feel awful. Ugh, the anxiety meter is up in real life too. It's not just the game. Yeah, maybe we leave TTS off for now. Oh my god, I'm so sleepy. My garage is empty. We gotta go into town to get more gas, and I think we're good on most things. Cannabis is growing. Oh, yeah, you're right. There we go. I gotta talk to the bubby.
Asti que j'ai hâte à l'été.
Oh, dear God. I didn't have my coffee because we have this really awful coffee. It is terrible. It tastes like shit. I guess beggars can't be choosers, though. Ran over that bunny, plus 10 points. Where's the guy? How am I supposed to get plus rep with him if he's not in town? Maybe he shows up at noon? No, because he was here early. No, I don't think I... Let me go to the gas station. I think I just missed it, yeah. Overshot it a little. Okay, so this towing service... $100. It will be here next weekday, so on Monday. Okay. $100
Hey, comment est-ce qu'il va aujourd'hui? Hey, prends-toi donc une petite canisse de sirop pour la route. Là.
down the drain, but what can you do, right? Yeah. Oh, man. What if I have a fever? I feel hot. Oh no, they're closed today. Damn. Okay. Oh, I need to go get more gas too. So we could chop trees, or we could just spend this day with a save. That's fine, I don't care. I feel like my head's gonna implode. Ugh. I need money. I think I'll get a money boost Sunday. Yeah. I hate that. I hate that. I don't know why, but I have like a migraine. I feel hot. When YouTube stream? I don't know actually. Probably sometime next year. I'm not usually irritable either, so I'm probably just... I don't know. I don't know. What did I eat? I had eggs. They were properly cooked. I had onions. They were properly cooked. I eat something bad, maybe? I can't think of anything that I ate bad. Maybe I just, maybe it's just, I'm just coming down with it. Kinda like caught a bug. Do I sound sick? I don't think I sound sick. Does he know? Jizzlet. That's like baby... small jizz, I mean. Fucking saved myself from the canceling. Yeah, I almost said that. Oh god. quick little bullet hell game while I wait for my computer to start up. Bingus X Oreo crossover. Seeing that the goofy cat on the Oreo label be kind of cool. Game saved. Because they're pre-babies. That is true. That is true. Are you dangerous? Dangerous. Dangerous. Isn't there a new... Oh, yeah. Cool, I'll get it. Dream State Sigh. The GSP is good. Yeah, I do like the GSP. If this dart was in a better spot, I probably could last till I get my hero. Yeah, I need to grind for Mermonkey. Goated small pistol? Oh shit. I never thought of that, dude. Oh no. If my dart was in a better spot, I could do this. Right there, maybe? Or right here? Yeah, that's a good spot, actually. It's the 4th of July. Today is the 4th of July. Today is 4th of July. I don't know what else to say. Today is 4th of July. That's really it. my god. Are you kidding me? This can't win? Golfer got hit by a plane? Your guys kind of suck, but I'm winning. Look at me winning. Really want that mermonkey. Yeah, I'll look at it. How does a golfer get hit with a plane? Is this Monbazoo? Yeah. We should be able to afford Full Metal Jacket, right? I'll get you girls. Not yet. We're fine without it for now. Round 37. Is this me? Is this me? Evil wizard type guy. With the 3D balloons game? Oh yeah, you mean Apes versus Helium. Man narrowly hit when small plane crashes on golf course. Oh. Holy shit. No injuries were reported. What? Well, fucking thank God. How? Just land somewhere normal. Like on a runway. Play Apes versus Helium? Oh God. The golf thing? It actually was, dude. BeamNG Drive is fun. I think I uninstalled it. I uninstalled it. Do I do the funny? Oh, I almost forgot what path it was, actually. That would have been extremely funny. California compliant attachments. Like only semi-auto guns, and then you can get like the bump stock. Tinned round mag. Dear God. Is everything really bigger in Texas? Yes. Everything you can think of is bigger in Texas. This is the perfect AFK game. I was just yeah, I do look like I have that shrimp posture. I don't like BTD6 art style as much as BTD5. They really refined everything here. Everything looks better. Also, the Dart Monkey scratches his ass. So this game is like better than BTD5. Look at this funny guy. Wait for him. Can you even see him down there? Yeah. He does scratch his ass though. Wait. Yep, there it is. Did you see it? Hop on BTD1. Wait, do they not have it? Oh, there it is. Bloons Monkey City kicks ass. Like, actually. Oh, okay. We're fine. We're fine, chat? We're fine? $76. We're fine. And that's GG. Oh, I already have that opened. BTD1. Are you smashing Sada? I mean, she is a monkey, though. She's a monkey, so no. My life, my life is on the line for BTD1? Shit. Yeah, there's women monkeys. Um, oh wait, there's her. Beast Handler. I think that's the only tower that is a woman in the lore. Yeah, Sada does have really cool animations. Agreed, agreed. Do you look like the alchemist? Isn't Bottom Path kind of ass for Alk? No, it's awesome. Bottom Path is awesome for Alchemist. What? Did First Strike get nerfed? It's awful. You kill a DDT? You can't profit? What do you mean by that? Oh, from... No, that's not true. You get all of the money from BMA. Shredding up them balloons. $2 million out of 3 million. Oh, I missed it. Brutal. I think I actually do need to get a Cripple Moab, though. I'll go for around 140. Pimp Chimpin. Wubber. Yeah, waiting game HQ right there. Is this good for pops? Not really. I think I got like 300,000 pops. What's up, Cry Guy? Red barrier launch tech? I didn't know you could do that. Do you do that with the one click, or do you do normal launch? Don't worry, we can save our abilities. I really need to save my money for Cripple first before anything. That was fucking close. Jeez. Um, maybe we just do this. It's too easy. It is really nice, though. Really nice for 1Q launch. I think Archmage is best next. I really want to get Cripple before round 140. Ow. Oh my god, I feel awful. Awful fawful. Oh, there's Cripple. Nice. Damn, we're just mauling from him now. Awful fawful. Reach into your throat and pull it out. No way, that's hardcore. So, super glue maybe? I can't see camo though. Bez or Bads. It's a good pick, in my opinion. Yeah, that's good DPS. Using a fishing hook? Holy hell. Oh, the 1600 methods. I see what you're saying. Fantastic at fishing. Worry not. Fret not, youngling. I'm fantastic at fishing. I just got a tax zone in the middle of all of this. I think Archmage is my safest bet right now. Decent DPS. Holy shit. That's like 3k DPS. Rate my epic username. Nazarene? Cyrus plays YT play gaming. That's insane. I love Gar. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That DPS on this is just missing. I think it's getting over pierced, perhaps. Thought it was a good investment. No, this is too many. Holy shit, he got 800,000 pops immediately. Okay, speed running. Times I've epically trolled. And yes, trolled is pronounced trolled. Deal with it. Have you guys seen that video by that dork? By that one dork? Oh, we didn't even make it to 138. It's because the spikes are disappearing. You can get a tax zone. I was really saving up for Archmage, though. I think we're gonna have to make a big purchase here. That damage is not good. It's fine. I don't think Super Brittle will help. Can try Elite Sniper. Super Glue? It can't see camo though. That helped me stall as much as possible, actually. Maybe it can see camo. I don't know how, though. Wait, hang on. Now? I missed it. That's fine, though. Oh my god! Is that 140 down? Holy shit. Uh-oh. 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 Oh god. That's scary. Shit. Shit. It's fine. We don't need it. We don't need it. Holy shit. How are we doing on pops? We need 500,000 more. 15. When I started listening, they had 0. Holy shit, that's badass. Squiddy WTF viewers. Nice. Big timing with the big big timing with the big. That's like a radio station. Big timing with the big. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to use a little more than that, I think. I think this is an okay spot for that. Just wait. Now. Holy shit. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Is this on strong? Holy shit, those buffs just go away so fast. That's annoying. Okay, good. I didn't want to, We're fine, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine, right? Yeah. Now? That did not insta-kill. It's fine. We're good. And that'll insta-kill. Cool. I don't want an ability for this. Okay, cool. I don't want an ability for this either. I think we'll be okay. That is a lot of balloons. Yeah, I'm just gonna ability early. Toby smiles. Wait! I think I know who that is. Is that sitting and smiling? Three. Well, that was poorly timed, but that's fine. Come on. I want an ability as late as possible. Okay, fine. What was I gonna do? I was gonna set something up. Oh yeah, shattering shells. Why isn't that working? Oh, does it need to be Bloonsin in order to actually do that? Oh no, this bad's gonna go. This bad's gonna go far. Shit. Okay, we're good. I don't think I know who Toby Smiles is. If he's not sitting and smiling, then... Nice. Hee hee ha ha ya 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 ya. Hee 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 ha. Hee 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 ha. I didn't need to do that, I don't think. That's good. DDTs ain't a thing. I had to use that there, or else I would have died. Now we just have to figure out if we can kill this bad. I have no abilities. Oh my god, no, no! I'm just gonna call it quits here. Toby smiles, Toby smiles, Toby smiles. Toby smiles and shits the bed. My Riz was ignored. What do I do? You'll get another time to do it. Stop killing games!
Hi, my name is Jason Thor Hall, also known as Pirate Software Online. I've been in the gaming industry for about 20 years. I used to work
No way!
Entertainment, then Amazon Game Studios, and now
It's
I
the
am my own
Accursed
studio,
Farms
Pirate
thing!
Software, by the same name, which is an indie studio, and I've been here for about 8 years now. I also run a massive community. We've got about 180,000 people in Discord, and most of what I do is try to teach other people how to make games, teach them that they can make games, show them the tools to do so, and try to do everything without any paywalls or bullshit in the way. It's incredibly important to me that we keep making games and that the next generation has the tools to do so that our medium doesn't die out. And it never will. And that's the whole intention of all of this. So with that in mind, that community brought me
Pirate
this.
Software deleted this? Afraid you're misunderstanding several parts of our initiative. We want as many games as possible to be left in some playable state upon shutdown, not specifically targeted ones. The crew is just a convenient example to take on. It represents hundreds of games that have already been destroyed in a similar manner, and hundreds more at risk are being destroyed. We are not looking at the advertising being the primary bad practice, but the preventable destruction of video games themselves. This isn't about killing live service games, quite the opposite. It's primarily about mandating future, blah, 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 we already know that. Key component is how the game is sold and conveyed to the player. Goods are generally sold as goods. They're not a service. There is, live service games. The EU has laws on EULAs that ban unfair, one-sided terms. Many existing game EULAs may likely violate those. We are not making a distinction between preservation of multiplayer and single player. Neither does the law. We failed to find reasons why a 4v4 arena game like Nosgoth should be destroyed permanently when it shuts down. Blah, 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 yeah. Your earlier comments towards me were far from civil. I don't wish you any ill will, nor do I encourage anyone to harass you. And I and others still absolutely disagree with you on the necessity of saving games, but I wanted to be clear. Causing you trouble is not something I nor the campaign seek. What? What is the beef here? Where is Thor's reply? Thor replied to this thread. Where is Thor's reply? Comments that were deleted were hate speech, personal attacks, and doxing information. A dissenting opinion?
And tried to get me to sign it. And I don't want to. Number one, I can't because I don't live in Europe. But number two, I wouldn't sign it even if I could. And I'm going to kind of go through this and try to explain. the
Okay, I have to
reasoning.
watch this because this might be an unsubscribe from Pirate Software. That's too bad because I love Pirate Software. Toby Smiles. That's just rude. That is just rude. Why would you make me pull that up? That is just rude. No, I'm not going to. No. I don't want to be rude towards him. It's just a giant trap. Like, why? Like, why? Fat Frappuccino Wonderland? I'm not. No. 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 I'm not falling for that. I feel like my brain is on fire, so I think I'm gonna end the stream. Just pretend like I won this. Oh, did they fix this bug? Oops. Why is this so funny? Alright, guys, I'm gonna end the stream. I appreciate you all. I hope you guys have a good night, okay? We're not gonna raid. I'm just gonna end it. I'll be back on at 2 p.m. Central Standard tomorrow. I'll let you guys know how I feel on the Discord. Man, I just feel awful. Ugh. Alright. Bye, everybody.